Well, welcome to our live streaming of the game of the day here from Victor Harbour. The game is between Victor Harbour and McLaren. McLaren, well, they're not doing too bad, are they? They've won 5 games this year and 3 in the previous 3 years.
Yeah, they've certainly turned the form around. Not a huge change in personnel, but they're certainly playing some great football. I saw them against Ponga a couple of weeks ago, and it was a great game of football, and they moved the ball really, really well with some of the younger players that they've got in their team.
So we'll be back right after this with the start of the match.
Par's Famous Fish Cafe is renowned for their delicious fish plates, seafood platters and tasty hamburgers. Let local owners Tim and Lisa, along with their friendly staff, welcome you to this iconic cafe in beautiful Encounter Bay. You can choose to dine in or enjoy al fresco dining with world-class ocean views, as well as a large takeaway menu. We cater for group bookings and provide regular live entertainment. Relax on our comfortable leather lounges and marvel at the impressive collection of auto memorabilia. Par's Famous Fish Cafe, a must-see for locals and visitors alike. 61 Franklin Parade, Encounter Bay. For bookings, phone 088 1055.
There goes the siren to start the match. And up she goes in the centre. In go the ruckman. Ball comes down. Grabbed out of the centre there by McLaren. He was collared as soon as he got it. There's a quick one. It's gone over the top down there to Fennerty. Fennerty can't do anything with it though. He's into another stack of players and the umpire's running around the outside. He'll have to come in the inside and chuck the ball up. So it's gone slightly from centre towards the entry end, which is the end to which McLaren are kicking at the moment. Up they go again. The 2 ruckmen went in there. It was about square once again. The ball comes out. Victor players got it. 2 of them have got him. And the umpire will throw it up again.
See, the ball hasn't moved far out of the centre, and up goes McKay and Laurie from McLaren. It goes over to Ellis. He gets a smothered handball out and gets it back again and gets another handball out to Matthews. He goes across to a teammate there in Lutz. Lutz drives it long to full forward, and it's a strong mark down there at full forward by the McLaren player.
That's Bryn Lutz, son of Jerry.
And Mutton at full forward has taken a very strong contested mark about 30 metres out, almost directly in front at the river end, or the entrance end of the Victor Harbour Oval. And he's coming in now off of a short run up, and it's a low kick, but it's gone straight through the middle. So the first goal of the day has gone to McLaren.
McLaren 1 goal lead, Victor Harbour yet to score.
Hamper Warehouse creates stunning gourmet hampers with quality products sourced from the Adelaide Hills and across the Fleurieu Peninsula. You have a choice of 5 gourmet hampers which can be varied to suit. Ideal as a personal gift for family and friends or special occasions, or to show someone that you care. Want to make an impression on your clients? We can deliver a personalised corporate hamper complete with your company colours and branding. Give a gift that says you care. Give a gourmet hamper from Hamper Warehouse. Phone 0417 804 931. Email or order online at hamperwarehouse.com.au.
They've run the ball back nicely through the middle.
2 senior umpires?
And the 2 senior umpires, we've got Alex Cornelius, who's in the middle at the moment, and Grant Riley is his partner in crime today.
Umpire throws the ball up again in the centre. Push down. Here's a chance for Victor Harbour to grab hold of it. They do a bit of volleyball going out there, and Victor player just comes through. His hand pass goes astray. Kick down there through Bollenhagen down to the forward line. And this could be the second goal on the board within a very short time, because the mark's been taken about 15 metres straight out in the front, and that's Jordan Mutton.
This will be his second shot on goal in inside 3 minutes, so another contested mark, and that shows the value of just getting the ball straight down to your big full forward.
And he doesn't have to worry too much about that. There's another goal, 2 straight goals McLaren. Victor Harbour yet to score on our Telstra scoreboard.
South Coast Realty is an independent, locally owned and operated real estate business, incorporating sales and property management of both permanent and holiday rentals. We're heavily involved in the local community, with offices in Goolwa, Normanville, Mount Compass and Victor Harbour. Our professional and friendly staff can assist you with all your real estate needs. And with well over 5,000 registered buyers on our database, all wanting to purchase properties on the South Coast, we really do stand out from the crowd. South Coast Realty, local real estate specialists with the big advantage. Give us a call today.
Early domination here from McLaren with 2 straight goals on the board, and we've got an infringement again now. A player running in the square, and the free kick's gone to McLaren. So Laurie, the ruckman's taken the free kick. He's kicked it across to a teammate, who's going to kick long again, looking for Martin again, and he's dropped the mark on this occasion. Well sport by his opponent, and Victor Harbour pick it up, and this will be the first kick, I think, for Victor.
And that was LJ Connors,
and it's come off hand, or off of the feet of the players, off of the legs, and it's gone out of bounds. So we'll have a boundary throw in about the half forward line for...
No, we won't.
We've got it's a free kick, so it must have gone out without being touched. So Victor McLaren drive it in again. Martin looking for Martin, and he's on fire early, but can't take the mark this time. Series of handballs, and gets it straight to a player in trouble whose tackle didn't possess. And Ellis will have a shot now from McLaren from about 40 metres out on a 45-degree angle. He's passed and looked for a teammate, but kicked it well defended there by Victor Harbour, and I think that player is Fairhurst that's taken the mark. He kicked handballs across to a teammate and comes out looking for Ross. Ross plays on handballs, the ball is smothered and goes over the boundary line for a throw-in, almost in front of the commentary position here at the Victor Harbour Oval.
We must say the commentary position is the opposite side of what the camera position is, so those on live streaming have a better view when it's over the clubroom side than what we've got. Anyway, the ball's pushed down, the Victor player tries to run through the pack. That was Fairhurst again. He cannot get through, and the umpire will come and throw it up. I reckon it's Grant Riley that's got it this time. Riley throws the ball up again, pushed down there by McKay. McKay gets it down to his teammate, and there's a little bit of a nudge out, and the mark has been taken there by Alloway. He just quickly plays on, gets the ball across the ground out there, gone over there to his teammate, and that's Nick Dowling, I think, that's had it out there. Dowling kicks it down in the half forward line, and you'll probably find that the ball is out of bounds. It is, it's out of bounds in that narrow forward pocket over there in front of the netball courts. Boundary umpire with the ball. Comes in. Throws it in. Alloway's in ruck this time. He tries to get it out. Can't get it out. It's taken by McLaren. The player there was pulled off of it. Maybe he's gone for holding the ball, and Victor Harbour get the free kick.
And now a mile away it was, and no, the free kick was paid by the umpire in control for the player dropping the ball, and then the player didn't give the ball back on the full, so he's given away a 50-metre penalty, which is going to put the player into the goal square, and it should be a relatively simple shot at goal. And that looks like Fairhurst again.
He's everywhere.
He's getting into the thick of it at the moment. His goal umpire moved a long way, but he's snuck it through for a goal, and after 6.5 minutes, McLaren 2 straight goals lead Victor Harbour 1 goal.
Dad, we want to go camping.
Camping? We don't even have a tent.
For all your camping needs, see Victor Camping at 6 Lincoln Park Drive, Hindmarsh Valley, just off Waterport Road, on the outskirts of Victor Harbour. Phone 0452 373 944.
You girls happy now?
Yeah, Dad, we're over the moon.
Victor don't come into the centre again too quick like they did before. Umpire throws it up in the centre. Up it goes there, pushed down there by the big fella out there in Sam Laurie, but Victor Harbour get the ball away. Ball now down in the forward line, but plenty of McLaren players around there. It goes over there to Daniel Marr. Marr gets it across to his teammate, and they go down the far side of the wing, and this one should go out here to the Justin Bollenhagen. You say he had to go over.
He was on the Fremantle list, I believe, and played a few games.
Taken down there by Vanderloo. Vanderloo kicks it right down. They fly high for it there. Mutton can't take his mark, and across it goes now with good play out here by Victor Harbour. They'll go right over that far side, and there's a good mark taken by the little fella.
Looks like Laurie, not Laurie. Number 26, Dowling.
Yeah, anyway, he made a mess of that because the ball was blocked off the boot. Victor Harbour now got a chance to get the ball down, blocked off the boot, and here's a chance now for, well, no one's after him, for McLaren to kick it. There was only one Victor player there, hit it right on the chest, and the ball goes back again to Ross. Ross on the left boot, kicks it further down the ground. Gone out there to a teammate, and it's, oh, the player there has got it. There's only two of them out there. It's gone on the ground, and the umpire will come in and throw it up. So it'll be thrown up there by the umpire, Cornelius, I think he's who Ian said it was. Ball comes back on the ground. A little kick out of the pack there. It's gone to the advantage of McLaren. Well blocked off the boot. The umpire says it was a throw, and Victor Harbour will get the free kick. It's gone out to Reese Bartram. He runs around his mark. Down into the forward line it goes. Big fellas down there go for the ball. Off hands it goes. Oh, he pulled off the ball, and here's a chance. Victor player runs into an open goal and misses. So it's 1-1 to Victor Harbour, 2 straight goals McLaren, and we're at the 9-minute mark of the first term.
And the ball will be brought back in now by the McLaren fullback. He kicks it out towards the scoreboard. Players go up, and no one can mark. A bit of a clumsy pack there, but comes out. McLaren kick it around the corner looking for Ellis. Ellis takes an easy mark right in front of the scoreboard. He plays on, goes up the line looking for Mutton. Mutton pushes his opponent out. 2 Victor Harbour players crash into each other. Leaves Mutton 15 metres in the clear. He runs in, touches it on the ground, kicks to a teammate, misses him, but Vanderloo is going to pick it up and run into an open goal. So a little bit unlucky there. The 2 Victor Harbour players crashed into each other, and that left Mutton all on his own. 3 straight
goals to McLaren, 1-1 to Victor.
The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. Our dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service. Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, renowned for being the best beer garden on the South Coast. There's live music every Friday night, traditional pub-style accommodation, and we're also a sip and save outlet for all your favourite party needs. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot.
Ball's back in the centre now again, and umpire Cornelius throws the ball in the air. Ruckman mistimed the ball and jump into each other. It comes out now. Wheatra gets it over to his teammate in Mager. He gets tackled. Players dive on him, and we come up with a holding on free kick to McLaren, and that player, that was Carl, he passes it off but intercepted by Wheatra from Victor. He goes up looking for Alloway. Alloway taps it out off the bottom of the pack to a teammate there looking for Smedley. It comes across then, and no one can seem to pick it up here at the moment. It's going to come out wide, and players dive in, and we're going to have a ball up on the half forward line for Victor. So Ruckman will go up again. We've got Laurie and McKay going up again, and comes down now to Magor for Victor. He gets it across to Barillo. He puts it in looking for coming out in front. That player there is Smedley for Victor, and he's got a ball on about the 50-metre line, and maybe just too far out to score. But no,
he's turned it over.
Got a free kick to McLaren. Not sure what happened there, but McLaren come up with the ball. Played on now looking for Vanderloo. He can't, the kick was in front of him, picked up by Victor, and the players will, the umpire will come in and have a ball up in right on the 50-metre line here for Victor, and it's Laurie and McKay go up again. McKay gets the tap down, and for Victor squeezes the kick out, looking for Alloway. He's in a 2-on-1. He's picking it up from McLaren. That player there was James Matthews, did really well. Comes up forward looking for that player in Carl. Carl's very well tackled there. Comes out and Victor in Hartstone, he picks it up across to Mager. Mager comes out wide to Fairhurst. Back again to Hartstone. His kick is smothered. Comes out here now, and Matthews has got the ball again. Goes in, but it's 2-on-1 there. But Big Mutton's little toe poke out there to a teammate in Bradwell, and we've come up with a throw against Bradwell, and Victor Hartstone will take the will take the relieving kick. He goes in and finds the big ruckman in Mackay in the defensive 50. He comes out wide looking for Smedley, comes off fortuitously off of Smedley's boot to Barillo. Barillo goes down, and that's a good mark there, and that player looks like Ross for Victor.
You might be Fletcher.
Or Fletcher. And he's taken a mark right in front of the grandstand. Comes up looking for Alloway. Mark is sport from him. Comes out wide. Little handball comes out there, and it looks like the players go in, and the umpire crosses his arms, and we'll have a ball up.
Looked like ringside at the wrestlers out there, didn't it?
There's a little bit of push and shove goes on, but
umpire throws it up high. Up it goes. The two ruckmen there have a bit of a tussle, but no one wins out of that one. And player there from McLaren grabbed hold of it for a short time, and they're just streaming down the ground there. Although player to play on the outside, I want to use him, but that's a big fella there in Mutton going for goal number 3 in this quarter. Probably about 45 out. Can't see the lines out there.
Closer than that. The man on the mark would be about 30 metres out. So
we said there had nearly an inch of rain here last night. That was at Cookie's place. I don't know about everywhere else, but anyway, Mutton comes in now. He's straight out in front, puts a ball on the boot. It's not a good looking kick, and it just sneaks through for a minor score. So it's 3 goals, 1 McLaren, 1 goal, 1 Victor at the 15-minute mark of the first term.
And player has to go back a fair way to get the ball for himself, and he's going to hand it over, and we've got Hartstone's going to bring it in. Comes in on the left boot looking for a teammate, but almost straight to a McLaren player, but it was sport, kicked around the corner looking for the big ruckman in Mackay, but well picked up there. Comes across to Ross, and a handball of sorts come out then from the Victor player, but now McLaren get it back. He goes across looking for Matthews. Matthews kicks it in looking for a teammate down there who's done well to pick it up. Looks across for Mutton. Mutton is very well tackled.
He got 3 people tackled,
and he almost still got away.
He's like a big tractor pulling him along.
He's a strong boy, and umpire Riley throws the ball up just out from the McLaren goal, and hard to see who's got the ball over there now, but well tackled, and we're going to have another ball up in the same spot. And the ruckman, we've got Mackay and Laurie go up for the ball again. Won that time by Laurie. Comes down, and handball comes out then from I think that was Fairstone to Fairhurst, and the Victor players kick the ball out without being touched. So we'll have a free kick in from McLaren, and he's kicked it straight to the Victor Harbour player, who's dealt with after he got rid of the ball, and that was a very easy 50-metre decision there for the umpire. He was very, very harshly dealt with after he took the mark. It was a clear chest mark, so
he's very harshly giving him that 70-metre penalty.
Well,
he's still going.
No, he probably took it on the other end of the square. So the square's meant to be 50 metres. So I'd say that's about right.
Anyway, Victor kick it into the forward line. Alloway's in the right spot out there. Got a couple of players to beat out there. Couldn't beat them. The ball's on the ground, straight out in front of their goals, and the umpire will come in and toss it up. So Victor haven't had that much of the play. Nearly all the play's been McLaren, but at the moment it's only 19-7. McLaren's way as the umpire throws it up again. Ball's on the ground. Here's a chance for Victor to get it out, and they can't get it out. Just run into a roadblock down there, and the umpire will come in and throw it in. Or throw it up. And the umpire comes in, throws the ball up. The players go from everyone. Who's going to pick the free kick out here? I reckon Ellaway might get the free kick for Victor. No, he's not. He did have it. He thought he had it. I think he gave it to Ross. Doesn't matter. Both of them can kick it just as far. And, well, they don't have to kick it too far. All I've got to do is kick it accurately because they're only about 25, 30 metres out, straight in front of goal, going for Victor's second goal. So Ross has gone back further than what he's got to kick the ball. Back he goes. In he comes now to have his shot at goal, kicking down towards the Main Street end, and he puts the ball on the boat, tried to kick it too hard, and that one misses, and that is 1-2 to Victor Harbour, 3 goals 1 to McLaren on our Telstra scoreboard, and we're nearly 19 minutes into the first quarter.
And McLaren will bring the ball back in, coming out straight down the middle with a short pass, and he hits his teammate there in Green on the chest. Green plays on, and that's a shocking kick.
This is going to be a free whatever way it goes.
That's straight out on the full. So right in front of the scoreboard, and taking the kick in for Victor, it was Ellaway. He plays on, puts his teammate in trouble, gets the ball back with a handball,
trouble himself,
and he just managed to get a handball out, but players go in, and we're going to have a ball up now, almost on the 50-metre line here. Near the boundary line at the Victor Harbour attacking end. Ellaway goes up, gets the tap down, but the ball comes out here.
He's got some puff.
That's Lachlan Matthews. He kicks it across to a teammate in Groves. Groves goes back and has to wait for his teammates to get down there, so he's got something to kick to. He comes across looking for Watchman, and in the meantime the ball comes off hands and goes out of bounds, and we'll have a throw in now about the half forward line for McLaren. And we've got Ellaway. Looks like he's given up the ruck duties here, and McKay is for Victor and Watchman for McLaren. Comes to a McLaren player who is well tackled, and we'll have another ball up in about the same position as it was thrown in. And getting the tap down there was Watchman. He gets across to a teammate who kicks it in, and a strong mark there by Bradwell. We'll see him have a shot for goal from about 30 metres out on a slight angle. It
might have been Lachlan Matthews that kicked it into him too.
He's a very impressive player, Lachlan Matthews. He was 2 weeks ago. He was I thought he was clearly best on ground.
Well, this is Bradwell. He's played league football last year,
and he comes in now with directly behind the kick, and it's goal umpire does not have to move, and he puts McLaren's 4th goal on the board. McLaren are 4 goals 1, and Victor Harbour 1 goal 2 on the Telstra scoreboard.
Welcome to Happy Rugs.
Happy Rugs stock a wide range of rugs to suit all rooms, budgets and needs. From lounge room and kids room to kitchen, living and dining room. Unique to Happy Rugs is our free sleepover service, where you can try out your selected rug at your home or business before purchasing it.
We offer great prices, a huge range and excellent customer service.
Happy Rug owners buy their rugs from Happy Rugs, 24 Ocean Street, Victor Harbour. Phone 08 8552 7973.
Taking a while to do it. Up goes the ball. In goes the ruckman again. McKay tried to hit it the second time. Can't. It's on the ground though. On the ground, and the umpire will have to come and ball it up again. It's ball up number 14 so far this quarter.
Has been, apart from the quick goals to start with, it's been a bit of a scrappy contest.
Umpire throws it up again. Wheatree gets it out of the centre. Down the centre half forward it goes, and the players run into each other. A free kick out there goes to McLaren. McLaren will get the free kick, and they're going across the ground. He better mark it here, be in trouble. The other Matthews has got it.
It is.
Matthews has got it. He kicks it down, and he finds his teammate down there, and that's James Matthews. So James Matthews gets it across to Jamie Smith, and McLaren, well, they keep control of the ball. Player now got it almost in the centre, goes in and kicks it straight to the opposition out there, and Smedley's got it now. It's really good to his teammate over there. He didn't want it. That was LJ Connors. The ball's on the ground, pushed out. Weecher's got hold of it. Gets it over to his teammate out there, and he's been held onto, says the umpire. And a free kick will go to... That is Downing, I reckon, that's got that. Ryan Fletcher. Ryan Fletcher's got it. He kicks it down into the forward line, coming out down there.
Elway hit the ball, hit him on the chest.
Can't complete the mark, and the ball's on the ground, and the umpire, is he going to? No, he's not. He will come in and toss it up. So it's 1 goal, 2 Victor Harbour, 4 goals, 1 McLaren, 23 minutes in the first quarter.
And Elway in the ruck contest was knocked out of the contest, and he'll take a free kick. And this is probably kickable distance for him. The man on the mark's probably about 45 metres out from goal, so you have to kick it 50. You have to kick it from outside the 50 line, and I think the 50 line here at Victor would be a 50.
Well, definitely 50 here, Victor.
And he comes in, he crosses the 50, and the ball, it's on line, and fortunately for Elway, it's touched across the line, and they go to 1 goal 3, trailing McLaren 4 goals 1. Ball being brought in now by the McLaren fullback. He's kicking it out. It comes off the side of the boot, goes to a 2-on-1 contest, and a good mark there from Bartram for Victor. He's going to put it back in, and back in. Well, he looks like he's lining up for goal, but I don't think he can kick it from there. And he's gone looking for Elway. Elway, that is a really, really strong mark, and well, this time he's about 10 metres closer, so if he kicks it the same as the last one, it'll go over the goal umpire's hat and put Victor Harbour's second goal on the board. But he's going back a fair way. He's using up all of the 30 seconds that he's allowed, and he's going to come in. It's almost the exact line he was on before, but about 10 metres closer. So he comes in, crosses the 50-metre line, comes into about 45, and that's a beautiful kick, and straight through the middle. Victor Harbour get registered their second goal. They are 2 goal 3, trailing McLaren 4 goal 1, so a 10-point lead to McLaren at the 25-minute mark of the first quarter.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Umpire Riley's got it in the centre. Comes in now, we'll toss it up. In go the Ruckman. Ruckman went high from McLaren, didn't touch the ball though. It goes over there to Doug Proud. Proud kicks it down, and oh, there's a player there. Gone for holding the ball. Grabbed hold of it, dropped the ball on the ground, and Victor will get the free kick. Going out here on the Elway direction again. He'd have to get the free kick. I think it might have been a free kick in the end because the Victor player just stood there and pushed him. McLaren have got the ball now, it's about centre half back. Taking a long time, gone back a long way. The umpire calls him play on. Over it goes to Ross. Ross will take this. No, he didn't take the mark. It was touched off the boot, was it? Umpire called play on, and it's back into the hands of the umpire again from the scrum. He will throw it up. Just the attacking side for Victor from the centre. Player there was almost grabbed hold of from McLaren. Couldn't do it. Ross is going nowhere with it, and the umpire said, "You're holding the ball." I think Ross might have told him what he could do with his whistle at that stage.
No, he didn't give the ball back.
Didn't he?
No, he didn't give the ball back on the fall. Just let it drop to the ground, and gave away 50 metres.
Yeah, he was probably giving away a goal. Because the player with the ball now is not that far out.
And from McLaren, this is Daniel Marr. It's directly in front and about 35 metres out from goal.
Only taken an ordinary type kick to get it through from there. Comes in now, straight in front, puts the ball on the boot, and it was a very ordinary kick. Has to go a long way, and you're right, a very ordinary kick. 4 goals 2 to McLaren, 2 goals 3, Victor Harbour. 27 minutes has just ticked over. Yeah, this is the trouble now, that when you were a kid, you used to fight down behind the goals, didn't you, to get the ball?
There used to be,
kick it back.
There used to be some wrestles down behind the goals to get the ball.
No one wants to do anything now.
And so Hartstone's going to bring the ball back into play for Victor. He's going to go out to the club room side, looking for a teammate. I couldn't see who that player was, but he comes to a Victor player who's wrapped up, and we'll have a ball up on the 50-metre line for the attacking end of McLaren. And the ball is thrown up, and Laurie and McKay go up again. Had quite a duel this first quarter. Comes out to...
Here's a goal.
We've got a downfield free kick here in the goal square, and it's Jordan Mutton's taken the mark, and that was a...
Well, he took the mark anyway.
He took the mark anyway, but players had stopped, and he's going to make no mistake there and put McLaren's 5th goal on the board. They are 5-2 to Victor Harbour 2-3.
Australian Prestige Removals is your locally owned and operated furniture removals and freight specialists. Whether you're moving house, business or office, we'll take extra care of your valued possessions. We specialise in handling fragile freight, antique furniture, pianos and pool tables, and we can also supply labour hire for packing. Need to move on a weekend? No problem. Australian Prestige Removals operate on weekends at no extra cost. For a competitive quote on your next local or interstate furniture removal, call the Furniture Removals and Freight Specialists. Australian Prestige Removals. Phone 0484 787 345.
And McKay and Laurie go up again in the middle. Comes out there to that player from Victor and Williams. He goes down looking for Alloway. Alloway's slightly nudged under the ball. Comes to Weetra. He goes backwards, finds his teammate in Barillo. Barillo goes in looking for Weetra again. Comes off the McLaren player's boot. And coming through there was the McLaren player, picks it up, but it's kicked back in to full forward, and Michael Ross, that looks like, has taken a mark. And no, it's not Ross, it's
Fletcher.
Fletcher.
They look a bit alike.
They do, they've got tape on the same arm, so...
Yeah.
And he's going to line up for goal 25 metres out, pretty much directly in front, so he should edge Victor Harbour back within a couple of goals with this kick. And he comes in, and he has kicked that like, I don't know what you would call that. That's
terrible.
That's a terrible kick. And Victor really have squandered a few opportunities in this first quarter.
They've two in the last 5 minutes.
They've been set shots, and the ball comes out.
McLaren bring it back in. Here's another chance for Victor if they can pick it up. Well, the player picked it up, run into his opposition there, and the umpire will come in and toss it up.
Past 30 minutes now.
Yeah, I reckon this will be... It's taken a while to get the ball back after the goals, though. Victor got hold of it now. Down the ground it goes. Been marked there by Hartshorn. So Hartshorn's got it for Victor. They can get one of the big fellas out there this time, or the back of the pack. The Victor player went half an hour too early. Ball's on the ground. McLaren have got hold of it. Get a hand pass. They got the numbers out there. The little fella, he's gone in. He'll get thrown out. And he's getting a free kick. And it's one of the Weetrers, I think, that's got it. There's two Weetrers out there. There's one and one and two.
This is Clifford.
Yeah. It's hard to pick him out there sometimes. Clifford Weetra, and the other one's Leslie Weetra, and Clifford Weetra's got a chance here to put through goal number 3, and there's been a few Victor players had the chance to do that and haven't been able to. 32 minutes is not far away for this quarter, and in goes Clifford Weetra, and Clifford Weetra has also missed. So it's 2-5 to Victor, 5-2 to McLaren. The advantage of kicking straight, 32-17.
Yeah, well, a 15-point lead is quite handy, and nearing the end of the first quarter, and the kick comes in and marked by Stuart Green. He goes across to a teammate there, and that looks like Watchman out there for McLaren in front of the new complex. He's called to play on. Goes on the left.
Oh, no, he wasn't. He's getting the 50-metre penalty for it.
Okay, he wasn't. Obviously, wasn't. The player ran off the mark at him. And obviously before the umpire had called play on, so we've got a 50-metre penalty. This will bring him down, and he'll be able to put this in. He'll look for Mutton again, and he kicks long. Mutton's on the lead, but it's marked by Bradwell. And
Bradwell now, he's got to kick it.
The siren has just gone, and this is
An interesting kick, wasn't it?
It's a tough kick. He's about 40 metres out, and it's a pretty tough angle, but the right side for a right footer. So he comes in, crosses the 50-metre line.
He doesn't look like he's too confident.
He's got to make sure he doesn't stray off of the line. And he's
got it, hasn't he?
He has. That was a great kick.
That is going through the goals. That is goal number 6 to McLaren. 6 goals to McLaren, 2 goals, 5 Victor Harbour. And they squandered a few chances in that quarter, didn't they, Victor Harbour?
They certainly did. Those last couple of shots, I mean, they were within 25-30 metres, and they should have kicked at least one of them, but they kicked none out of the 3. So yeah, it certainly hurts them going into the second quarter. So on the Telstra scoreboard, we have McLaren 6 goal 2 to Victor Harbour 2 goal 5.
And the goal kickers so far, there's been 6 goals kicked by McLaren, 3 to Jordan Mutton, 1 to Joel Vanderloo, and 2 to Christopher Bradwell, and for Victor Harbour, Stephen Fairhurst and Clint Alloway are there 2 goal kickers. Well, it's quarter time here in the game at Victor Harbour, and after this we'll be back talking with the Crows Supporters Club.
Hi, it's Jamie here, manager at Telstra Store Victor Harbour. If you need help with the NBN, pop by for a chat. Our team of experts can help answer all your questions, and don't worry, we won't load you up with confusing manuals or tech jargon. It's just a face-to-face chat with one of the team to help get your NBN service up and running in no time. And then that's the type of service. So pop by the Telstra Store Victor Harbour today.
With us today I've got 2 lovely ladies.
Judy Bray
and Diane Pratt.
Both support from the Supporters Club for the Crows?
From our Adelaide Fluorio supporter group, yes.
And what does the supporter group do at the moment?
Well, we were formed 4 years ago, and to be a part of the supporter group of the Adelaide Crows, we had to achieve 120 members, which we are doing. We meet at the Middleton Tavern to watch some away matches together, which has been really successful. We have around 40 to 60 people there on a night. We arrange an interstate trip once a year, and this year we're going to Brisbane to the Gabba. We're flying over with 50 supporters.
Actually today though, we're selling raffle tickets for the Adelaide Crows Foundation, Children's Foundation group, and from that we have selected to raise money for the robotics program, which nobody would have heard of probably. It's about the children with cancer from the Women's and Children's Hospital, and the Adelaide Crows give equipment, bikes and strengthening equipment, games and things for them to do so that they can become stronger during their rehabilitation from their cancer. So
well, that's a very good thing to get involved with, and the Crows also put a lot of money into it, don't they?
They do. Part of the Children's Foundation, they support 4 or 5 charities each year, and this is the one that we've picked out this year. The last 2 previous years we've given money to the Andrew McLeod Indigenous Fund, and that's supporting children under his care, but this year we've chosen just a little different avenue, which we're really excited about.
Oh, well, a very good thing to get involved with, and yes. The football side of it.
Well,
do you get to the games, or do you
of
just
course.
watch them on TV?
No, can't bear to watch TV. But no, we do go to the games each week, or at home games, and like Judy said, we're going away this year to Brisbane. So no, we love going to the games. Wouldn't miss.
And what about when the games are away?
Yeah, that's when we watch at Middleton. We have about 4 or 5 matches at Middleton on the away matches. We don't go every week, but yeah, we really enjoy it. And we're really lucky here because we have a bus that does go down to the home matches, so people can catch the bus from Goolwa to Adelaide. So it's a really good service if people want to go down to the home matches. It's a really good service.
So that's organised by the supporter group?
No, it's an individual. Because we only started 4 years ago, the bus has been going for quite a long time, so the members just ring SA Link and they can organise to go down with them.
And there's obviously a charge for that? So.
It's $23 return.
Well, that's not too bad, is it?
No.
Because they drop you right off at the gate and don't have to worry about car parks, because it's not easy in Adelaide at the moment.
No, that's right.
Well, the Crows at the moment, a bit of a downer last Saturday night.
Oh, it was, but...
Bit disappointing.
It was.
Shattering is the word. quite clearly.
Yeah.
Not only they lose, but they lost one of their better players
They did.
too.
Mitch McGovern will be out for 8 weeks, I think.
Well, that's good to see that you're involved with it anyway. And
Yes.
let's hope that the Crows have a good year. A little
Let's
bit
hope.
better than last year.
Well, that'd be nice. Top it off with a...
Not much point in coming second, is there?
No,
I
that's
mean,
not. It's a bit disheartening.
No, it was such a shame because we were the best team in the
We're
comp
best team,
last year, but
not on the day.
Not on the day, no.
but
All right, well,
we love them.
You
They're
love them.
lovely boys.
so you've got a raffle here for
We
a
do.
signed jumper?
$2 for
$2?
a signed Guernsey, 2018 signed Guernsey.
Oh, well,
Yep.
that's Is something to win? Is that just down here or the raffle all over
We'll
the
be down
place?
here for a few weeks, and we'll also be at Woolies at the Woolworths Shopping Centre as well. And we're drawing it on August the 11th at the Middleton Tavern at 8 o'clock.
Very good. Well, thanks for your time today, ladies.
Go Crows.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
And the siren blows to start the second quarter, and the ball is thrown up. McKay and Laurie go up again, and the ball comes straight down, and we'll have the ball thrown up again in the centre of the ground. Laurie gets the tap down from McLaren, goes across to Ma, and we'll have another ball up. So that's the third ball up now we've had to start the second quarter. And comes across here, handballed out from Victor Harbour. Ball comes out towards the grandstand, and we've got players going hard again, and strong tackling, and we'll have another ball up. So that's the third ball up so far this quarter, and again Ruckman nullify each other there. Goes across to Ma from McLaren. He's jumped on top of. Umpire trying to get the players to knock the ball out, but we're going to have yet another ball up. So this is the fourth ball up already inside the first minute. Ball comes down and is punched out there by the big ruckman, and the players go in again, and guess what? The ball will be thrown up again. So that's five ball ups already, and comes down now. Victor Harbour player gets a handball over. Ross, I think that is, handballs it out, gets it, and we're going to have a free kick here after the Victor Harbour player was tackled, and that goes to Lachlan Matthews. He kicks it in long, looking for Mutton up there at full forward. He can't take the mark, and he gets jumped on, and we're going to have another ball up.
That's a 6 ball ups. We've only been playing a minute 42. From the ball up, this will be picked up out here by McLaren. He took a long time to get rid of it, and the umpire agrees, gives a free kick to Victor.
It was play on.
It was play on, was it? And the kick goes in to Sam Laurie. So Laurie kicks it down to the forward line. Off hands it goes. As it goes over near the boundary line, they'll keep it in over there. The ball's on the ground again, and the umpire will come in and throw it up for the 7th time this quarter. Up it goes in the forward pocket area down there for McLaren. Ball's kicked in, and with a player down there from Victor Harbour, he sort of didn't make a great deal of effort to keep that in, but I think the boundary umpire will throw it in. So the boundary umpire's got hold of it. Right by the point post. Not a very good throw in. Here's a chance down there for McLaren to put a score on the board. That's the first score this quarter. So it's 6 goals 3 McLaren, 2 goals 5 Victor.
And we're waiting. Reece Bartram's going to bring the ball back in for Victor. He doesn't waste any time about it and goes out wide and finds Barillo. Barillo short passes across the top there and finds a teammate. Hard to pick up who that is. It looks like it's probably Ross or Fletcher. Both got the tape on the shoulder. He goes long and he's played the mark. Plays on. Barillo kicks it long into full forward, looking for Alloway. Alloway jumps from behind, got hands to the ball, couldn't mark it. And now we've got a free kick to the Victor player who went to pick up the ball and got tackled over the shoulder, and that player is Ben Williams. He goes in short and finds Les Wheatra. And Les Wheatra here, the player on the mark would be about 35 to 40 metres out, so I have to take a reasonable kick. He doesn't try, he goes for his coach in Alloway, and Alloway picks it up on the bounce, drops it, and we're going to players jump on top of the ball, and we're going to have another ball up.
Plenty of these ball ups, isn't there? That's ball up number 8. As the umpire will come and throw it up. That's not even a good throw up, almost threw it straight to Alloway. Anyway, Alloway knocks it down on the ground, the players dive in on the pack again, and they pick out a free kick here to McLaren. That's for Lachlan Matthews, I think they might have had it then. He puts the ball on the boot, finds his teammate down there in the back pocket, and McLaren, now they've got plenty of choices out there. They get it over the top there to Jamie Smith. Smith kicks it over. You think that they were wasting time out here with it, but he's kicked it over to a teammate. It hasn't gone any way at all down the ground. Alloway's on the mark. He just comes in and boots it up high. Hopes the tall fella can mark it. He can't. Laurie can't mark it. Goes over there to LJ Connors. He gets the ball out loose to Wheatra out there, out to Leslie Wheatra. Down the forward line it goes, and there's a free kick being paid to Victor Harbour. Raining free kicks here at the moment.
It was a very clumsy attempt to spoil that one, I tell you. He went to spoil, and I don't think he got anywhere near the ball at all. And it looks like Barillo here for Victor, lining up for goal from about 35 metres out on a...
That's the 25th free kick that's been paid in this game. In he comes, and
that's a beautiful kick,
but goes through the goals, and that is a goal to Victor. 3-5, Victor Harbour, trailing McLaren 6-3.
Hamper Warehouse creates stunning gourmet hampers with quality products sourced from the Adelaide Hills and across the Fleurieu Peninsula. You have a choice of 5 gourmet hampers which can be varied to suit. Ideal as a personal gift for family and friends or special occasions, or to show someone that you care. Want to make an impression on your clients? We can deliver a personalised corporate hamper complete with your company colours and branding. Give a gift that says you care. Give a gourmet hamper from Hamper Warehouse. Phone 0417 804 931. Email or order online at hamperwarehouse.com.au.
That took 5 minutes to get the first goal. Ball's thrown up in the middle, and Laura get tapped down by McKay. And McLaren player picks it up. Fairhurst tackles him as well as a teammate, and we're going to have another ball up right in the centre of the ground again. And this time the tap is won down again by McKay, straight to Matthews of McLaren. He's wrapped up again by Fairhurst, and we're going to have another ball up.
This will be a world record number of ball ups.
And then players get thrown around there. McKay gets a tap, kick over the head by the McLaren player, straight to Victor Harbour player in Hartshorn. He goes out wide looking for Barillo. Barillo and Ellis chasing each other. Great tackle there from Ellis from McLaren. He goes across. Hartshorn now picks it up. Goes up there looking for Ross in the forward line, handled by McLaren, and the ball's touched over the line, and we're going to have a boundary throw in. So 7 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Victor Harbour keeping themselves in touch, and they're doing all the attacking in this second quarter. And Carl and Alloway to do the ruck work this time. Goes over their heads. Tries to
see the ruck and try and kick it.
Matthews picked it up from McLaren. He tried to barge through the tackle and was well caught there. And that looks like that player in Smedley, a great tackle, and the ball didn't come out, so he's been rewarded with a free kick, and he'll line up for goal from about 25 metres out directly in front. So should get Victor Harbour their 4th goal.
Well, if he misses this one, they're in real trouble, aren't they? And they'd be lucky to get a point.
That's terrible. That's a Barry Crocker, that one.
That is terrible. I mean, they've kicked themselves out of the game, haven't they? 3-6 to 6-3.
Same number of scoring shots, and they're still 15 points.
McLaren bring it in, kick it in short, finds his teammate over there in Zohar. Zohar, is it? Zohar?
No, it's not Zohar.
Don't know who it is. He's not on our team sheet here. Anyway, he's got the mark. Across the ground it goes. Pushed across the boundary line, and the boundary umpire will get into play here and throw it in. So he's not on the team sheet that we've got printed out. Number 24, whoever that happens to be. Boundary umpire's got hold of it. We put this out just before the game started, so
obviously a late change.
Oh, a late change, or it could be an inquiry into it. You never know. Anyway, the ball's thrown up. Ball comes out now to Victor. Down it goes into that forward pocket area. The ball's on the ground. Again, this will be another throw up by the umpire. No, he's going to wait till it gets out. He waited long enough. And there's a mark down there to the big fella. Probably number 41, is it? The Sam Laurie. And Laurie's got hold of it. What's he going to do? He's going to go straight across the ground. And if this doesn't come off, he's in trouble. Going over there to his teammate in Kiefer Zohar. The ball comes out over the top, and there's a chance for McLaren to get it further down. The little bloke comes out here. I reckon it touched the ground first. A good pick up though by Brett Ellis. The ball comes out. Victor got hold of it. Couple of hand passes over there. Ball's gone near the boundary line. They'll keep it in. They do keep it in, which they haven't done in the past. Here's a chance now for McLaren's hand pass was not good. The player should be able to pick it up though. He can't. It's like a piece of soap out there. Jumps up in the air, which he had to do to grab hold of Ellaway. And Ellaway wasn't too happy about that. But he gets a free kick. Plays on quickly. Gets it over to his teammate out there, right in the centre of the ground. The ball is marked out there by Craig Smedley. Smedley gets it further down the ground. And Victor got control of it. And Barillo won't kick it from there this time. Out it goes, a little nudge out, and I think the player in front will get the free kick, and I reckon that is Ross.
Well, going on his, it should be a simple shot at goal, but going on his
nothing's been simple for Victor.
Going on his kick in the first quarter, it's and the mouthful from the McLaren player. Well, he can't miss now. He's going to be. Player is right on the goal line, so you can mark this one down already.
Oh, you can't miss this. He deliberately kicks it into the post or something. He is not even 1 metre out. He's about 1 centimetre out
on the line. Just has to kick it over the man on the mark's head, which he does. Kicks it nearly into the river. So this will extend the time out for the quarter. But he puts Victor Harbour's 4th goal on the board. They are 4-6, trailing McLaren 6-3.
South Coast Realty is an independent, locally owned and operated real estate business, incorporating sales and property management of both permanent and holiday rentals. We're heavily involved in the local community, with offices in Goolwa, Normanville, Mount Compass and Victor Harbour. Our professional and friendly staff can assist you with all your real estate needs. And with well over 5,000 registered buyers on our database, all wanting to purchase properties on the South Coast, we really do stand out from the crowd. South Coast Realty, local real estate specialists with the big advantage. Give us a call today.
And the game's just all of a sudden tightened up, and McKay gets the tap over there for Victor, but it comes through to Dunlop from McLaren. He goes down looking for, that's player number 25, that's Ma. Ma picks it up, he goes across to Ellis. Ellis plays on, he goes across to Green. Green goes in looking for Mutton, but cut off well there by his Victor opponent, and that's Proud. Proud in the last line of defence there for Victor. Kicks it out, a long kick looking for a teammate, but that's gone to Green from McLaren. He kicks it in and comes out now. Barillo's got the ball for Victor. He goes on the left boot, up looking for Fletcher. Oh, the McLaren player flies high there, comes over the back, and we've got a free kick here to McLaren, right on the other side of the ground, so hard to see what happened there.
If you're watching it,
and now we've got it's at a 50-metre penalty as well. We've got another 50-metre penalty as well. Not quite sure what actually.
I've never seen so many 50-metre penalties.
It's about 50-metre penalty number 6, I think.
Something like that. We haven't counted them. They look like a picket fence.
And the player from McLaren who's got the ball, can't quite see his number. It's number 24, who we don't have on
the team sheet. Interesting.
Well, player number 24 comes in and puts it straight through the middle. So that's McLaren's 7th goal. They are 7-3. and Victor Harbour are 4-6.
Dad, we want to go camping.
Camping? We don't even have a tent.
For all your camping needs, see Victor Camping at 6 Lincoln Park Drive, Hindmarsh Valley, just off Waterport Road, on the outskirts of Victor Harbour. Phone 0452 373 944.
You girls happy now?
Yeah, Dad, we're over the moon.
The number of shots that they've had. Umpire throws the ball up in the centre. Up she goes, pushed down by McLaren. They try to get the ball out the centre. They can't though. They will this time. It's gone over the top there to Dunlop. Dunlop kicks it down to the forward line. Over the top of the pack it goes. Leading the race for the ball out there was Basham. And he can't do anything with it either. They'll keep it in. The umpire says holding the ball. And the free kick will go to McLaren. And gee, they've been pretty high on that. And McLaren will have a shot for goal.
This looks like Watchman. It's about 50 metres out.
Jess Watchman played league football last year. He's a captain.
It's going to take a good kick. We saw Alloway struggle from this position in the first quarter. He's going to have to kick it from...
Well, you're almost straight out in front there, though.
He's kicked it from just inside 50, and that's just missed to the left-hand side, so...
There's a point. 7 goals, 4 to McLaren, 4 goals, 6 to Victor Harbour.
And we wait for the fullback, goes and gets it himself. And that player looks like Hartshorn for Victor. Gets hurried up by the umpire. A long kick out towards the scoreboard where the big fellas are out there in Alloway and McKay. Neither of them can mark it. Alloway goes in with Matthews from McLaren, and we're going to have another ball up.
Well, we had a speller there for a while.
We haven't had a ball up for a little while. The play opened up. We've had a few free kicks and the play had opened up, but now we've got McKay gets the tap down there to Ross. Ross tries to break through about 4 players, can't do that, and Matthews receives the free kick for holding the ball. He goes in long looking for Watchman. He's in front and he's been paid the mark. I'm not sure how long he actually held that one for, but
about a millisecond.
He's been paid the mark, so maybe a lucky one here to McLaren. We don't have the benefit of an instant replay, so
we might do that in a second though.
So to see whether how long he actually held that one for. The umpire's a lot closer than we are, so
you're sticking up for him here. Anyway, in comes Watchman, walks in. Puts the ball on the boot, and
that's
it was never going to go through the goals away. He kicked that, and he played league football last year.
Kicking for goals.
7 goals, 5 McLaren, 4 goals, 6 Victor Harbour, and the goal kicking today is terrible, isn't it?
Oh, from a set shot, the shots that have been missed have been almost directly out in front, and the ones that and within 35 metres. So
Barillo kicked one from the boundary line.
It is. So it comes in, the ball comes back into play, and that's Fletcher for Victor. He gets it across to Hartshorn. Hartshorn goes down looking for a teammate down there. Looks like that was Fletcher. I think it was Kruger that kicked it to him, and it's come off the player's boot, and it's a free kick to McLaren for under the last disposal rule. So this ball will be put back into. He's come across the ground, and poor kick, but his teammate gets him out of trouble. He kicks it across looking for Lutz. Lutz waits for a teammate in Ma to come across, kicks it out for Ellis. Ellis fumbles it but picks it up, tries to break a tackle, gets a handball out to Matthews.
He was in all
He's been slung around in a 360 tackle. The ball was free, so the Victor Harbour player has been rewarded, and the McLaren player picked it up and rolled over the top of the ball and let it go down onto the ground. So with the 50 metres that had been paid, he's pretty lucky he didn't get pinged that time. Ross it is for Victor, comes up looking for Alloway. Alloway marks it, plays on quickly, kicks it down to the full forward line for Victor, and a teammate down there in Mager and Magor he tried to kick it off the ground and make something out of nothing, but all he unfortunately did was give away a free kick and right next to the
boundary umpire, didn't he?
He did. Kick in from McLaren. They've gone across goal, and another kick there. That looks like that player number 24. He's runs around his opponent and kicks it down in front of the light tower. Goes looking for Watchman. Comes off hands. Goes to Ellis. Ellis goes across with a handball, and the ball has gone out of bounds. And that was a handball that went out of bounds, so that'll be a free kick to be brought in by the big Victor Harbour ruckman. Okay. So we'll see how McKay can he kicks the ball long and nicely, looking for Alloway. Alloway jumps before acceptances, but didn't interfere with anyone. Comes into the full forward line looking for Fletcher for Victor, and he couldn't control the mark, and it's been forced through for a behind. So Victor Harbour go to 4 goal 7, trailing McLaren 7 goal 5 on the Telstra scoreboard.
McLaren didn't waste any time bringing the ball back in. The ball's been marked by Green. Green will kick it down the ground. Got players there, almost taking the mark down there by McLaren. The little Victor player comes through. A bit harshly dealt with him after he kicked the ball. Anyway, it's taken down by Victor. They've got a chance here to put the ball right down into their forward line. Down it goes. Plenty of McLaren players down there, but this could be picked up by the Victor player there. He had a kick as he was about to fall over. Instead of kicking anything, he's given away a free kick by kicking it out of bounds without anyone touching it. Anyway, McLaren play on quickly. And on the ground they go with it, almost into the centre. Player out there with the ball is Dunlop. Dunlop looks up and he tries to kick it down to his teammate. No, over the heads it goes, and umpire lets play go on. Taken down here from Victor by Bartram. Bartram kicks it over to the far side of the oval. You're going up and down in slow motion at the moment. The player there with the ball this time was Liam Moga, and he kicks it out on the fall. It'll be a free kick anyway. Little kick in has gone out here to the advantage of McLaren. Been marked by Dunlop again, and Dunlop's got a few choices out here. Kicks it over there, and it's been marked by one of the smaller players in Vanderloo. And Vanderloo's got it almost right in the centre of the ground. He doesn't know what to do with it. He's got a player over in front of where we are, over there in Goodison. He takes the mark, almost kicked it to the umpire, and it's gone back here to James Matthews. I don't know what they're trying to do. Maybe they're trying to get a few stats out here, Ian, and maybe having a bit of a bet. It's gone over to Smith. Smith kicks it over the other side. It's a little bit like practice, isn't it? Now it's gone over again right in front of the interchange box over there, and Groves takes the mark for McLaren. He kicks it back, taken down there by, is it Hanson that had it? Hanson had it, and Victor Harbour will take the mark in the centre of the ground.
He gets a handball out to a teammate, but straight under pressure, and the kick has been intercepted. But it looks like Zohan. Zohan, short pass again to number 24.
He's picking up a lot of kicks wherever he is.
And he's gone over looking for Green. Green has taken. Ball comes now to Barillo. Barillo slips over. He handballs the ball away looking for Fletcher. Fletcher can't pick the ball up, but it's gone scrambly piece of play there. Comes back out to McLaren. He goes to Groves. Groves doesn't know what to do. He goes over looking for Zohan. It goes over his head. Picked up by Goodison. He goes out for Vanderloo. Just manages to grab the mark. Plays on. Goes on the left boot looking for Mutton. But Victor Harbour player almost taking the mark.
Victor Harbour will get the free kick.
He's dropped the mark, and then he's tackled Dunlop without the footy, and Dunlop now will have a shot for goal from about 35 metres out. And we've seen a few shots miss from here already, so we'll see if he can. He
won't write this one down yet.
He can't write anything down at the moment.
Not the way they're kicking.
Comes in. And that's the worst one of all. That doesn't get anything. That missed everything.
That might have been a great pass.
15 metres, but he's got lucky, and it's been marked by his teammate in. It's either Mutton or Watchman. I reckon it's Mutton, because Watchman's out here at centre half forward, so he kicked it right in the first quarter. This one's a tight shot, so you almost have to go with the check side, which he does. Kicks straight into the man on the mark, and that's touch through for another minor score to McLaren. They go to 7-6, Victor Harbour 4 goals 7.
This is shocking kicking, isn't it? Victor will bring the ball back in. They'll decide to go to the clubroom side. There's a long kick in. There's a player there standing by himself, takes a mark, and that player is Ben Basham. Not a bad kick, just takes one step up, kicks it down. McKay tried to get the mark, he couldn't. It's gone over here to Barillo, not Barillo, to Weecher. Moves back again to Victor, and there's a mark been taken out there by Maga. Maga's got it for Victor. He decides he doesn't want to kick it. He gives it back to a teammate out there, and this could end up in tears. He kicks it further down, and he's picked his teammate out there, and that was Ross, I think. He's had a long kick in for goals, and that would have been the hardest one of the day, but it's just push it through for a minor score only. 4 goals 8 Victor Harbour, 7 goals 6 McLaren, and we're 2.5 minutes of time on gone now.
And it looks like Zohar in the back pocket here for McLaren. He handballs over the top, puts a teammate under pressure, and it's picked up there by Barillo. He gets his kick smothered by Matthews, and he picks it up. Just got away with a drop kick. Comes out the other Matthews, slides in, and 2 opponents slide in with him, and we're going to have a ball up.
Well, is that a free kick if it hits the ground first?
It should be.
It should be, yeah.
It should be. Depends, as long as the players had prior opportunity, yeah. Which in that case he occasionally did have.
Yeah.
And it comes down to Watchman taps it down, and his opponent, his teammate, is wrapped up with the ball, but it comes out. Maga gets a handball out. Vanderloo snaps on the left boot, and if this isn't touched, Victor Harbour will kick it straight back in, and the ball's going to hit the caravan, and Stephen Fairhurst will put the ball back in inside 50 for Victor. We should put it back inside 50 for Victor, but he goes short, and that's a terrible kick picked up there by Bradwell. He handles it over to Marr. Marr comes through to Fenuti. Fenuti comes across to Mutton, and Mutton and Aidan Bartlett go hammer and tong for the ball, and the Victor Harbour player may have got pushed in the back, but it comes out now, and that's Mike. I'm not sure who it was that kicked it out, but anyway, it's going to come straight back in through Dunlop for McLaren. He's going to looks for a teammate and hits him on the chest. So I reckon that's green for McLaren. And he's too far out to score, so he's going to go in long, and he's got a couple of big options in there in Mutton and Watchman. Neither of them can mark the ball. The ball hits the ground, and player is wrapped up. Fresh air kick there from Victor player, and the ball's going to, is it going to go across the boundary line, or the umpire's going to come in and ball it up? So we're at the 26.5 minute mark of the second quarter. I expect this one will be considerably shorter than the first.
Tosses it up, it's near the point post out there now, and it goes through for a minor score only to McLaren. 7-7 to 4 goals 8. Very close to half time. The ball's kicked back in again. Here's a chance for McLaren. I think there's been a whistle there.
He's been cleaned up after he got rid of the ball, and he's very, very slow to get up. I think that
I think he's going to get a shot from
his teammate's going to have a shot from about 15 metres out on a 45-degree angle in Bradwell.
I think all the players that weren't happy about the way he got treated, but anyway, they're sorting themselves out. The siren has gone here for half time.
There's a little bit of push, a bit of feeling in this one now, and at the centre half forward.
So in comes Bradwell, and Bradwell has put that one through. So right on the siren had gone. It was a kick after the siren. 8 goals 7 McLaren, 4 goals 8 Victor Harbour. That's 55 to 32. Well, the goal kickers. We've got a series of goal kickers here for McLaren. I didn't put that one down then. So 3 goals to Bradwell, 3 goals to Mutton, 1 to Vanderloo, and 1 to our friend there, number 24, who is not on our team sheet. That's for McLaren. For Victor Harbour, we have 1 to Stephen Fairhurst, 1 to Michael Ross, 1 to Clint Alloway, and 1 to Bradley Barillo. So it is half time, 8 goals 7 McLaren, 4 goals 8 Victor Harbour. Those on live streaming, we'll take a short break here.
The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. Our dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service. Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, renowned for being the best beer garden on the South Coast. There's live music every Friday night, traditional pub-style accommodation, and we're also a sip and save outlet for all your favourite party needs. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot.
Welcome to Happy Rugs.
Happy Rugs stock a wide range of rugs to suit all rooms, budgets and needs. From lounge room and kids room to kitchen, living and dining room. Unique to Happy Rugs is our free sleepover service, where you can try out your selected rug at your home or business before purchasing it.
We offer great prices, a huge range and excellent customer service.
Happy Rug owners buy their rugs from Happy Rugs, 24 Ocean Street, Victor Harbour. Phone 08 8552 7973.
The umpire puts the ball in the air, the siren blows in, and away we go.
And the ball comes down. Two Victor Harbour players crash into each other. Coming through there from McLaren, coming out with the ball there for Victor was player number Proud. Comes over towards Victor Harbour player. I can't see who that player is, but the ball's come off hands and gone over the boundary line. So we'll have a boundary throw-in on the 50-metre line for at the end that Victor Harbour are kicking to in this quarter, which is the town end or the ocean end of the Victor Harbour Oval. Thrown in there by the boundary umpire. Tap down there from McKay for Victor, straight to his McLaren opponent who's wrapped up. And we'll have a ball up. Ball goes in the air. Tapped one Laurie that time from McLaren. He handballs the ball over to Vic, and we've got a free kick to Vanderlua here for McLaren. So he'll relieve the pressure here and kicks it out in towards the club rooms for Victor, the old club rooms. Comes across here to Bollenhagen. He comes on the left boot looking for Mutton. Comes out in front of him, but it's going to roll out of bounds, and Victor Harbour will...
How many games did you say Bollenhagen played for Freo?
He played 4 games for Freo.
Okay.
And now it comes across here to Bartram for Victor. He comes across to Ross. Ross will wheel around onto his left boot and slows it down. Goes back from whence it came, and that looks like Hartshorn for Victor. He's going to come on his left boot. Goes long down in front of the club rooms. Coming up there for McLaren, that was Laurie. Couldn't hold on to the mark. Ball hits the deck. He's set upon by his opponent, and we'll have another ball up. So ball going up and down at the start of this third quarter. Laurie gets the tap down. Comes across, and that player, Victor Harbour player, is wrapped up in a tackle there from Green. And we'll have another ball up.
Yeah, the umpire's got it now. He'll throw it up. This is the same place the last couple of throw-ups. Comes out, goes over the top, and here's a chance now for McLaren to get the ball down into their forward line. Full-back came out there, full forward came out there, tried to take it one hand. He can't, and the umpire will come in and throw it up. So at least it's a bit away, and the players now have got to get there. If he throws it up quickly, he should be right. It should be a fairly open sort of throw up out there. It is. Ball's taken by Victor. Hey, gets it out. There's a quick shot at goals down there, and I think that was number 45, was it? No, he's not. There's no 35 there. Did you see who got that?
I did. I'm just looking at the player who it is.
So it's a goal there to McLaren anyway. They go to 9 goals 6, leading Victor Harbour 4 goals 7.
Australian Prestige Removals is your locally owned and operated furniture removals and freight specialists. Whether you're moving house, business or office, we'll take extra care of your valued possessions. We specialise in handling fragile freight, antique furniture, pianos and pool tables, and we can also supply labour hire for packing. Need to move on a weekend? No no problem. Australian Prestige Removals operate on weekends at no extra cost. For a competitive quote on your next local or interstate furniture removal, call the Furniture Removals and Freight Specialists. Australian Prestige Removals. Phone 0484 787 345.
Few in the centre this time, so I think someone should be able to get it out quickly. They can't. It's on the ground, and this is probably where it'll stay for a while. And Victor player picked it up. They're going nowhere with it. At least it's rolling out. Only for a short time. The umpire will have to come in here and throw it up. That's the 5th throw up in 4 minutes. So umpire Riley throw it up right in the centre of the centre circle. Up it goes, pushed down. Chance here for the player there, run over the top of it from McLaren, gets a hand pass out, and this will go to the little fella out there in Weetra. Oh, Weetra's kick is not a good one. Set his teammate up, and McLaren will get the ball. Down the wing it goes on the far side of the ground. It's right out in front of us at the moment. They're falling over each other like ninepins out there. Gone out there by Fletcher, or the umpire then paid the free kick, but there's no real advantage. Brought the ball back. Anyway, he calls now play on. There's a kick now, goes into around about the centre half forward area out there. Victor player couldn't mark it. Comes in loose. Could have got a free kick, but no, the umpire will throw it up again. I think sometimes it helps to open it up. They do pay those little free kicks.
He fell it to his side though, that one wasn't a free kick.
Anyway, ball's on the ground. There's umpire talking about another umpire, and the umpire will come and throw it up once again. The trouble is, each time you throw it up, there's more players gather around it.
That can be a problem, but you still need a free kick to
taken down there anyway by Ellis. He gets a pass to his teammate, going across the ground now. This will open it all up. They've all got to chase the ball down the ground. Hand pass goes across. Back it goes over there to Watchman. Watchman kicks it down to the forward line. Almost, no it is. He gets it on the second bite down there, and the mark goes to Watchman. Watchman will kick it right into the forward line down there. Off hands it goes. Could be picked up by a McLaren player running in. It's gone over to a teammate. It's gone out here to another player, and that is James Matthews. Picks it up. Vanderloo. Was it 16 or 15? And it's gone through for another goal. That's the 10th goal to McLaren. They get a 10-6 to 4 goals, 7 by Victor.
Hi, it's Jamie here, manager at Telstra Store Victor Harbour. If you need help with the NBN, pop by for a chat. Our team of experts can help answer all your questions. And don't worry, we won't load you up with confusing manuals or tech jargon. It's just a face-to-face chat with one of the team to help get your NBN service up and running in no time. And then that's the public service. So pop by the Telstra Store Victor Harbour today.
McKay goes up, Laurie comes over the top and gets the tap down for McLaren. And the player there got grabbed onto without the ball, and that looks like, I'm not sure, it's Matthews for McLaren. He goes up long, looking for Watchman.
Ellis is hurt, he's going off.
And ball hits the deck, and players come in, and we're going to have a ball up about 35 metres out from the McLaren goal.
I reckon he's either hurt his arm or
wastes no time in throwing it up. Watchman gets the tap down, comes out towards the boundary line. Players chase after the ball. There's so many players in the way there, it's hard to see who's got the ball. And it comes, the ball's being called by the boundary umpire out of bounds. And we're going to, are we going to have a free kick, or is it going to be...
don't know, there's a few having words with each other over there. It's a long way away from where we are. We're over the far side of the ground.
I think we're going to have a throw in. So the ball, after all of that, the ball's going to be thrown in. Umpire calls time back on, so the boundary umpire throws the ball back in, nice and high. And Laurie gets the ball down there in front for McLaren. Players jump on top of the ball, and we're going to have another ball up. So starting to a little bit scrappy this game. Lots of ball ups at the moment, and umpire comes in, throws it in the air, tapped down by Watchman, but straight to that player was Hartshorn for Victor. Comes straight back out though and marked by Laurie. Laurie goes wide there to a teammate who kicks it in and coming over the top. Not sure who that was. This looks like Matthews. Can't quite pick the ball up. And Victor Harbour will get out of trouble, will they? No, the ball's going to be knocked out of bounds. And we'll have a throw in about 20 metres around from the behind post.
It's only the 11th throw in for today. All the others have been free kicks. Can't see where he is. Someone's got their boot open out there. Anyway, from the throw in, here's a chance. Oh, a player there got a whack around the ears, and the umpire's called play on. The ball's over near the goal for McLaren. They're diving in hard down here, and the umpire will pay one behind only to McLaren. They go to 10 goals 7 McLaren, 4 goals 7 Victor Harbour. From the kick in, this one should be marked out here by Ross. It is on the half back line. It's over the far side of the ground. And the umpire says you're taking a long time, you can play on, and I reckon he's almost kicked that out, straight out of bounds on the fall. And the McLaren team will get a throw in. And there's a chance now for McLaren to mark that, or has it come off hands?
It's come off hands and gone out of bounds.
So the boundary umpire comes into play once again. Jumps the fence, gets the ball, comes back in. And we'll throw the ball back in. In he goes. Up it goes. Pushed down there by the big fella there in mutton. Down it goes. Here's a chance for Ross. Takes the mark. And I think he might have tried to milk a 50-metre penalty there, but he didn't get one. And Ross has got the ball. Kicks it in. Oh, that's almost a good mark taken down there by Matthews. And the umpire says, well, I'm going to pay that. And so he should.
Well, the Victor player played on straight away and kicked the ball, but...
Yeah, no, he didn't need the 50 metres for that. And the mark's been taken by Jamie Smith. He kicks it in too short. Oh, that's not a good kick in, is it, to a player leading out? And the boundary umpire will get into play once again. Well, that's the most throw-ins that there's been in the quarter this year. And the umpire's got hold of it again. It's on the far side of the ground, the side that we are on. The camera's on the other side, as we said. Goes down there, and the player there tried to get through. That was Bollenhagen. They grabbed hold of him, and the umpire will toss it up. So it's 10-7, 4-7, 11.5 minutes gone in this third quarter.
And Victor Harbour struggling to get the ball forward this quarter, and it goes up, and Watchman gets the tap down. Comes across there from LJ Connors. He goes to Smedley. Smedley drops the ball. Comes through there, and that player is Matthews from McLaren. And Victor Harbour player there dropped the mark, and that was in Bartlett, but eventually gets it over across the line for a behind. And McLaren extend their lead by a solitary point, so they're now 37-point leaders over Victor Harbour, and well, this margin's becoming be pretty hard to handle now for Victor. Comes out looking for Ross. Ross takes a strong mark on the half-back flank here for Victor. He wheels onto his left boot, goes up looking for Alloway. Alloway, great mark from behind. He comes across to Mager. Mager goes across looking for a teammate there in Kruger. Kruger's taken a mark and plays on, goes down to a 2-on-1 contest, and Hanson's going to easily relieve that contest, wasn't it? And he goes out wide looking for a teammate and finding him, and well, he's going to come straight back to Hanson. They've gone backwards here. He's missed the target, and Victor Harbour player runs in and grabs the ball. That was Proud, but comes across to Wheatra. Wheatra only finds Marr for McLaren, so he's going to take the relieving kick from centre half back. He comes out wide looking for Zohar. No, he's going wide looking for Laurie, but he's only going to find Michael Ross, and Ross comes around and he goes out wide, and that's a great mark from his teammate there in Mager. And Mager goes in looking for Alloway, and Alloway glides across the front of the pack and takes a strong mark. And he'll go back and should put Victor Harbour's 5th goal on the board. He's about 40 metres out from goal, and a slight angle, but the correct side for a right footer. So I would expect Alloway to put this one through, and Victor will stay in touch just if he can manage to do so. He comes in and he's kicked it short. Looked like it was nearly touched by the man on the mark. Ball falls into the goal square, and McLaren get a handball out, but it only goes as far as Fletcher for Victor, who runs it over the boundary line, and will have a boundary throw in just in front of the netball courts here at Victor Harbour Oval. Ball comes down, tapped down there by McLaren. Player picks it up. He's set upon and tackled, and will have a ball up.
Very scrambly play, isn't it, at the moment?
It sure is. I mean, we've only had, what, 2 goals this quarter?
And the umpire gets play on, and I think there's been a throw pay down there, and but just try and get Victor a goal sooner or later.
Well, the umpire further away. Sometimes you are in a better position to throw than the umpire who's got the player with his back to him. So
they haven't been able to kick goals from this far out so far today down there, have they? Anyway, the player comes in there, puts the ball on the boot, and this one's going to fall short anyway. I think
that's Alloway.
Alloway took the mark, just turned around, went bang, straight through the goals. That's the 5th goal to Victor Harbour. They go to 5-7, trailing McLaren 10 goals 8.
Welcome to Happy Rugs.
Happy Rugs stock a wide range of rugs to suit all rooms, budgets and needs. From lounge room and kids room to kitchen, living and dining room. Unique to Happy Rugs is our free sleepover service, where you can try out your selected rug at your home or business before purchasing it.
We offer great prices, a huge range and excellent customer service.
Happy Rug owners buy their rugs from Happy Rugs. 24 Ocean Street, Victor Harbour. Phone 08 8552 7973.
31 points, so it's 5 goals behind. As the umpire's got the ball back in the centre. In they come, the ruckmen run into each other down there. Victor will get the ball out, might have given a bit of a lift. Here goes over the top to Barillo. He got rid of it like a hot potato. Over it goes there to Wheatra. Wheatra gets a quick hand pass away. Down the ground it goes, and that was Fairhurst that got it down to that forward line, and ball's going over close to the boundary line over there. Picked up by a Victor, and the umpire says, throw it in. So the ball will be thrown in now in the forward pocket area for Victor. Takes his time. Gets himself ready. By the time he throws this in, the players will be around like flies around the honey pot. Ball comes in loose, taken out there by Ross. Ross has a long shot in, and McLaren take the mark in the last line of defence down there. He's taking his time to kick it too. Can't see who it is. Sold the dummy well then, didn't he? Gained about 15 metres, down the ground it goes. Chance here for McLaren again. The ball comes out loose, it does. Gets a hand pass away. And here's a chance now for McLaren to get further down the ground. That was an underground punt that went down to the forward line. There's plenty of McLaren players around there. If it comes out loose, oh, he got a hand pass over to his teammate. Couldn't do anything with it. And the little fella there should be able to put through a goal from there. He does. And that is a goal there to Brett Ellis. And it's goal number 11 to McLaren. 11 goals 8. McLaren 5 goals 7 to Victor Harbour.
South Coast Realty is an independent, locally owned and operated real estate business, incorporating sales and property management of both permanent and holiday rentals. We're heavily involved in the local community, with offices in Goolwa, Normanville, Mount Compass and Victor Harbour. Our professional and friendly staff can assist you with all your real estate needs. And with well over 5,000 registered buyers on our database, all wanting to purchase properties on the South Coast, we really do stand out from the crowd. South Coast Realty, local real estate specialists with the big advantage. Give us a call today.
That one through. Anyway, the ball's back in the centre of the ground. Ruckman go up, neither one can get a tap. McKay gets a handball out. Coming through for Victor there, that player looked like Maga, but it comes out wide to Dowling from McLaren. He comes out wide looking for Ellis. Ellis overruns the ball, picks it up, handballs across to a teammate who kicks it high and long, and this will go straight out in the full, I would have thought. No, punched over the line, and we'll have a boundary throw in. Just around from the caravan here at Victor, and it's getting progressively darker here, isn't it? And
we'll do this
the lights on before long.
19 minutes have gone.
And the ball's about to be thrown back in. Ruckman are a long way in there, and comes to Watchman in front. Ross gets a handball out to Hartshorn. He's well tackled, got the hands free, gets it across to Barillo. He gets a little chip quick across to Ross. Oh, Ross heavily met there by an opponent in green. And Victor come up with the free. No, Victor come up with the free kick. He comes out wide to Barillo. Barillo plays on. Kicks it long, looking for Fletcher, and Fletcher takes a strong mark, gives it to Wheater, who's tackled straight away, and then it comes back to Ross. He goes across, and Hanson from McLaren, he does a fresh air shot off the ground. Alloway picks it up, got the hands free, handball to Wheater. He goes back across to Proud. Proud goes out wide, looking for, and that's a great left foot pass there, and that ball ends up with, I reckon that's Smedley out there for Victor. He plays on, wheels around on the left boot, and McLaren's a solid mark.
That was a great mark in the goal square, wasn't it?
It was. He is about a foot taller than his opponent, though. And Dowling takes a mark now for McLaren.
Number 24, the one that we couldn't find.
He plays on, called to play on, comes out wide looking for Ellis. Ellis is behind Ross. Ball's punched down, Ellis gets it and picks it up, comes across into the middle and finds a teammate in Dunlop. Dunlop plays on. He comes down looking for Watchman. Watchman's in a perfect position, but well sport by his Victor opponent. Comes to ground and is tackled well, and he comes up with a free kick for hanging on. So he then kicks it in long looking for Mutton. And Mutton edges his Victor opponent in Bartlett just out of the way and takes a mark, but
Mutton will probably kick it from here.
It'll take a pretty good kick to kick this one.
Yeah, but he's missed the easy ones. Comes in there to take his kick, and he's ever had a shot. Well, I say, gosh, straight through the goals, isn't it? Down there, and that's goal number 12 to McLaren. McLaren 12 goals 8, Victor Harbour 5 goals 7.
The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. Our dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service. Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, renowned for being the best beer garden on the South Coast. There's live music every Friday night, traditional pub-style accommodation, and we're also a sip and save outlet for all your favourite party needs. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot.
There's still another quarter
to get to fight it out, don't they? All now's on the ground. Here's a chance for the big fella McKay to go in. He falls over. But what was there? They're all grabbing each other probably too high then, and the umpire takes the easy way out and will throw the ball up. Up it goes. Belted down this time by the big fella from McLaren. And McLaren have got the runners there. When they get the ball, they seem to go fairly quickly with it, don't they? That was Ma that's got it. Sends it right down to the forward line. And coming out down there was a backline player for Victor Harbour. Good spoil down there by him. That might have been Kruger. And here's a chance now for Victor to get it down the ground. Or a player there tries to take a one-hander from McLaren. Can't complete it though. They've got the run of the ball here. He falls over. Well done by the McLaren player, but his hand pass went astray. Gone over the top there to Proud again, and Proud kick goes astray and has been marking down there by Smith. Smith has a long kick across the ground. Here you find a teammate too. One of the runners out there, and Jane Matthews has got hold of it. Next thing you know, it's going from one end of the ground to the other. Almost a mark taken down there as a one-hander by Ross. Can't complete it. And the boundary umpire was right on the spot. The only one boundary umpire out there in their end. And he must have made a metre or two to get it.
Yeah, one boundary umpire on each side. They've done a good job too today, the boundary umpires.
Yep. Off hands it goes. Chance down there for McLaren. The ball's like a polo ball down there it goes, and it's another throw up by the umpire. Well, there's nearly 24 minutes gone in this quarter, and Victor made no inroad into their deficit. Ball comes out loose. This will go into the forward line again, and it's a mark taken down there by McLaren. They'll have a shot for goal, and if he puts this one through, you can just about write down the final scores.
It looks like, is it Dunlop or Bradwell?
It's hard to tell because we're a long way away. The camera would pick this up well, but we're over the other side of the ground, and it's in the forward pocket, and we are a long way away. So just watch. You'll probably see it here, Ian, from the kick, and he's coming in to have a shot for goal now, and the goal umpire does not a move, and that has gone straight through the goals for goal number 13 to McLaren. 13 goals 8 to 5 goals 7.
And it was Bradwell.
So it was number 7 there in Bradwell.
Hamper Warehouse creates stunning gourmet hampers with quality products sourced from the Adelaide Hills and across the Fleurieu Peninsula. You have a choice of 5 gourmet hampers which can be varied to suit. Ideal as a personal gift for family and friends or special occasions, or to show someone that you care. Want to make an impression on your clients? We can deliver a personalised corporate hamper complete with your company colours and branding. Give a gift that says you care. Give a gourmet hamper from Hamper Warehouse. Phone 0417 804 931. Email or order online at hamperwarehouse.com.au.
Ruckman reacquaint themselves in the middle of the ground, and who's going to win this tap? No one. Ball crash into each other, comes out to Ross from Victor. He gets a handball out, and it comes out wide to another teammate who's driven into the ground in a good tackle from Lachlan Matthews, and we'll have a ball up from whence it came. So same ruckman go back up. McKay this time gets a tap down. Ball spills onto the ground, and we're going to see another ball up in exactly the same spot.
Ball up number 16 for the quarter.
This quarter, and Laurie wins that one down to Lachlan Matthews. He's tackled, puts his head down into his opponent, trying to draw a free kick, but can't manage to do so, and umpire will throw it up again. Laurie again wins it down. There's about 20 players around this football. No wonder it's not coming out. Fresh air shot, and run away there from Victor in Connors. Connors down there for Fletcher. Fletcher just manages to get a handball out to Wheatra. Wheatra snaps around the corner, but Goodison there from McLaren takes a relieving mark.
Not a good kick.
He goes over the top of the head, but Lachlan Matthews will pick this one up. Gets it across to Smith. He manages to
runs around.
He takes a mark. He's going to get ball. He just gets the handball away, and this time to Green. Green kicks it long, and the siren goes after 26.5 minutes, and at 3/4 time we see McLaren 13 goal 8 to Victor Harbour 5 goal 7. So a 49-point lead to McLaren, and gee, they're playing some pretty good football at the moment, and they're going to be hard to stop.
They certainly will be hard to stop, Ian, and they won't be stopped this game now. There's nearly 50 points, 49 points the difference. The goal kickers, you got the goal kickers there, or?
I've got the goal kickers here. We've got, for McLaren, we've got Bradwell with 4, Mutton with 3, Vanderloo with 2, and singles each to Ellis, Marr and Dowling. Well, for Victor Harbour, the only multiple goal kicker is Alloway, and singles to Fairhurst, Ross and Barillo.
Yes, I mean, Victor are not the team they were last week. Obviously they're playing different opposition too, so I mean, it's interesting at the moment. There has been 21 free kicks paid to each side.
I mean, really, the umpiring has had little effect on the game. McLaren just too strong at the moment, moving the ball too well, and they've got the targets up forward in Watchman and Mutton, whereas when Victor Harbour go forward, it's the only big target up there is Alloway. So Victor's sort of struggling to get the ball. When they do get it up forward, yeah, Alloway's their main target up there, and he's done all right for the.
But his kicking's let him down, hasn't it?
Today I thought his kicking's been all right. He had a shot from 50 that got touched on the line, another one that dropped short. But his two shots that have gone through have both been good kicks. So yeah, Victor need to keep fighting it out and see what they can take away from this last quarter.
Well, McLaren are undefeated. They've won more games this season than they won in the previous 3, so they'll add to that. It'll be 6 out of 6 after today. Well, we'll take a break here and be back shortly with the final quarter.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
I'm not sure. Trying to get someone to tell him they're ready. Well, you're ready or not, just throw the ball up, get on with it. Anyway, the umpire does throw the ball up. We're into the last quarter now down here at the Victor Harbour Oval. Victor have got the job in front of them at the moment. They've got to get a lot of goals in this last quarter to make a game of it. Player there gets a push out quickly, and that was LJ Connors, gets it over to a teammate. Down to the full forward area it goes out there. Player coming through then was number Smedley, to Ross, and Ross, he might get him underway very quickly here because, well, he's got to get one soon, doesn't he?
It's Alloway's got the mark.
Is it Alloway that's got the mark? Kicks it into Alloway, and Alloway now has got a chance to put through his third goal.
Should get this one 35 metres out directly in front.
It's a ball on the boot. Goes straight over the head of the umpire down there, and that is his third goal, and that is Victor Harbour's 6. So Victor Harbour 6 goals 7, leading McLaren 13 goals 8.
Hi, it's Jamie here, manager at Telstra Store Victor Harbour. If you need help with the NBN, pop by for a chat. Our team of experts can help answer all your questions, and don't worry, we won't load you up with confusing manuals or tech jargon. It's just a face-to-face chat with one of the team to help get your NBN service up and running in no time. And then that's the public service. So pop by the Telstra Store Victor Harbour today.
And the ball goes up in the middle. Laurie gets the tap down to a teammate who's ridden into the ground, and he'll come up with the free kick. That's Lachlan Matthews for McLaren. He'll go short to looking for a teammate in Vanderlua. Vanderlua takes a simple chest mark. He'll go onto the left boot, go up looking for Twin Towers in Watchman and Mutton. Comes off the hands of both. And it comes off the foot there of Hartshorn. So, no, it didn't come off the McLaren player.
Well, I think they're still arguing about that, aren't they? But it doesn't
I think Hartshorn grabbed the ball and he's passed it across to a teammate, and that looks like Bartram down there for Victor. He's gone to Kruger, and Kruger has handballed it across, that looks like to Hartshorn. He goes up looking for Fletcher, and Fletcher's taken a mark for Victor. And he comes to the middle of the ground, and that's a strong mark there by his teammate. That looks like, I think that's number 36. Is that Proud? I think it was.
Could be, yeah, Proud, yeah.
He comes across to Smedley. Smedley goes to Hartshorn, seems to be the designated kicker for Victor. And a strong mark there by Michael Ross. So he comes onto the left boot, comes in looking for Fletcher. Terrible kick to him, and comes the ball on the ground. Hard to see what's going on over there, but it's coming.
A live stream, you can see it easy because we can't. The camera is right over that side, Clubroom side. Anyway, here's a chance for a goal. And that is a goal from Victor. And that is another goal to Victor Harbour. They go to 7 goals 7, trailing McLaren 13 goals 8.
Welcome to Happy Rugs.
Happy Rugs stock a wide range of rugs to suit all rooms, budgets and needs. From lounge room and kids room to kitchen, living and dining room. Unique to Happy Rugs is our free sleepover service, where you can try out your selected rug at your home or business before purchasing it.
We offer great prices, a huge range and excellent customer service.
Happy Rug owners buy their rugs from Happy Rugs, 24 Ocean Street, Victor Harbour. Phone 08 8552 7973.
Umpire tosses it up again in the centre. Up he goes. Pushed down there by McKay. They needed to play this run before, and LJ Connors has got it again down into the forward line. Almost a mark taken by Fletcher. Fletcher can't do anything with it at the moment. The umpire paid him a free kick. And if he can get onto him like he has some of them others, if your eye doesn't know, he kicks it in short, gives a hand pass away, kicks it in short, over the back of the pack it goes, and McLaren down there. Player's got hold of the ball for McLaren, gives a hand pass away, the ball goes over near the boundary line, across the boundary line it goes. There's the umpire's going to play a free kick here, he did, and Victor get the free kick from the forced across the boundary line, and at this time it goes to Bartram. And if he puts through a goal here, at least there'll be a bit of interest back in it, won't it? And he comes in now to have his shot for goal, and he has missed. So it's 7 goals, 8 to Victor Harbour, 13 goals, 8 to McLaren. And we still haven't got this. We've got the scores at 3/4 time.
We'll go through them at the next after the next goal.
Well, the next break, yeah.
Next break in play, and he's got fullback's been called to play on, and it goes out wide, but it's well, almost a mark to Victor. It's come off hands, and McLaren player has been pinged for holding the ball. So it's Victor are gonna kick it back in again. Started off this last quarter with a bang. Comes in looking for Ross, and Ross behind, and he's taken a mark. So, but going on the way he's kicked for goal today, you certainly wouldn't put your glasses down on this, wouldn't put your house on
this.
He
didn't want to do it either. He's kicked it across to Fletcher.
And Fletcher's going to line up for goal now for Victor. It's gone back a long way.
Ross was about 25 metres out, and he's kicked it back to someone that's about 35 metres out.
Still, they should be a simple kick. Comes in straight over the goal umpire's hat, and he gets Victor Harbour's 8th goal. So the 3rd goal for Victor this quarter, and they go to 8-8, still trailing McLaren, who are 13 goals 8.
South Coast Realty is an independent, locally owned and operated real estate business, incorporating sales and property management of both permanent and holiday rentals. We're heavily involved in the local community, with offices in Goolwa, Normanville, Mount Compass and Victor Harbour. Our professional and friendly staff can assist you with all your real estate needs. And with well over 5,000 registered buyers on our database, all wanting to purchase properties on the South Coast, we really do stand out from the crowd. South Coast Realty, local real estate specialists with the big advantage. Give us a call today.
13 in Counter Bay, 6 goals 3. That's the third 3/4 time scores.
Ball's back in the centre of the ground. The big ruckman from Victor picks it up, and he's well tackled by big watchman from McLaren, and we'll have a ball up again in the centre of the ground. Watchman that time gets a punch down to Matthews. Matthews gets a little handball out to Green. Green gets a scrubber kick out comes out wide and to his teammate. Comes back to Vanderlua, and Vanderlua has taken a mark and comes back. Takes a little bit of time. Called to play on. Goes in long now, looking for Watchman. And player in front there is Laurie though, and he comes up with a mark for McLaren, so he'll have a shot for goal from probably about 45 metres out. So
he was the tallest one down there, so fair enough.
This will be a tough kick, I would think.
There hasn't been too many goals kicked from there today. Comes in now to take his kick. Puts the ball on the boot, and that is falling well short. And the mark has been taken down there by Victor. And what's happened here? The umpire's paid a free kick. made a free kick to Mutton, hasn't he?
He has.
So Mutton then kicked a goal from the first quarter. He kicked 2 in the first 5 minutes. Kicked his goal then. 14 goals, 8. McLaren, 8 goals, 8. Victor Harbour.
The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. Our dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service. Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, renowned for being the best beer garden on the South Coast. There's live music every Friday night, traditional pub-style accommodation, and we're also a sip and save outlet for all your favourite party needs. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot.
It looked like he was on track to kick about 15 at 10 minutes into the first quarter. But anyway, the ball's back in the middle of the ground now. The ruckman free kick's been paid here to a big watchman from McLaren for a push. And he's going to put McLaren deep into attack at the 9-minute mark of this last quarter. He goes down looking for Mutton. Mutton can't break through his 2 Victor opponents. Picked up by Ellis. Ellis does. He weaves through and he goes for a goal of the day contender, but he sprayed it well wide and it's out on the full.
It's an out of bounds contender, that one. So Victor now, from that back kick in, here's a chance now for Victor. The ball's gone over the back of the pack, picked up down there by all the players. A bad hand pass, almost hit his teammate there in the back of the head. Chance now for McLaren to get the ball back in again. The ball's been marked over there by Watchman. Watchman will go for a kicker pass in here, almost over there to his teammate, couldn't complete the mark. Hand pass comes out. Here's a kick in down there by, didn't see what number that was. Green, was it? And Victor Harbour now, a short kick in. Ball's been taken down there by number 38, I think that was Mager that had that. And his kick now has gone along, and has the free kick been played? No, it hasn't. It's gone out of bounds and the ball will be thrown back in by the boundary umpire. At the 10-minute mark, bit of a comeback there from Victor for a while, but looks like it may be cut off at the pass now. Long kick gone in from Victor, taken down there by Goodison. Goodison had the kick. Victor should have picked the ball up. Over the top it goes, and this is going to be the tall player and the short player, and a good mark taken down there by Fletcher. Fletcher gets it down the full forward area, and this is a chance out here for Alloway to get the ball, and there's a kick goes into the forward line, and I think that'll be a free kick or mark or whatever you want to call it, taken down there, and the ball will be brought back in by McLaren. So little kick in, it's gone, just got the distance, and the mark has been taken by Ma. Ma kicks it across, finds a teammate in the back line down there, and they're just waxing kicks out there at the moment. That's the 4th mark that's been taken. The ball hasn't even got back to centre wing yet for McLaren.
This is number 24.
This is our friend out here in Dowling, is it? Might be a Dowling player for both sides out there. Well, there could have been. Yes, there is. Number 26 for one team and 24 for the other. Off it comes. Here's a chance for McLaren to get the ball back in the forward line. The umpire lets the play go on, taken down there by Ellis. Here's an open forward line. They can walk it in. There's players down there everywhere. All they've got to do is get a hand pass, which they do, and that's gone out there to big fellas at 18 or 16.
I reckon, well, 18s are giving the 18s a little fella.
Yeah, so it's got to be 16, doesn't it? And that's the second goal, and that is the 15th to McLaren. 15-8 to 8 goals 8.
Hamper Warehouse creates stunning gourmet hampers with quality products sourced from the Adelaide Hills and across the Fleurieu Peninsula. You have a choice of 5 gourmet hampers which can be varied to suit. Ideal as a personal gift for family and friends or special occasions, or to show someone that you care. Want to make an impression on your clients? We can deliver a personalised corporate hamper complete with your company colours and branding. Give a gift that says you care. Give a gourmet hamper from Hamper Warehouse. Phone 0417 804 931. Email or order online at hamperwarehouse.com.au.
Away from the game. Comes there, Laurie gets the tap down to Wheatra. Wheatra grabs it across to Connors. Connors gets a handball across back to Wheatra. He goes to full forward and it goes over the head of Alloway, and a simple mark there to McLaren. He goes out right here. That looks like is that one of the Matthews out there? He comes across to the middle of the ground looking for Laurie. Sets him up.
He stood there waiting for it.
And he did wait for it. And ball comes across here to Wheatra. He goes around to his right boot and kicks it across to Hartshorn. Hartshorn gets onto his left boot, goes long looking for Alloway. Gets 2 grabs at it but not the third, and comes across to, that was Carl for McLaren. He kicks it across well, and I can barely see the player out there. It's pretty dark from this side of the ground. Anyway, the ball is kicked back into the front of the grandstand, and there's a good tackle out there, and we're going to have another ball up.
There hasn't been too many ball ups this score.
No, it's been fairly open. There's been a few goals kicked.
Now from the ball up, here's a chance for McLaren now. The under the forward line it goes, and the player leading out there that wasn't seen for nearly 3 quarters now has come out and taken another mark, and that is Mutton. He's kicked 5 goals. He kicked 3 in the first quarter, he's kicked 2 in the last quarter, and this could easily be his third. Going for goal number 16 for McLaren. This will put them over the 100 points, which I think they've kicked nearly every week. They kicked 35 last week, but they've been a little bit off this week, and I reckon that might have gone right over the pack, has it? The umpire paid a free kick there. He's given all clear, and that's goal number 16 to McLaren. 16 goals 8 to Victor Harbour, 8 goals 8 on our Telstra scoreboard.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
As the umpire comes in to throw the ball up. We'll wait for a while then to see what was happening, but umpire gave all clear, and he'll be given all clear again here soon too, if they can take a mark down in the forward line once again. And there's a kick in down there. Oh look, how did he do that? He wasn't even looking, and almost went straight to a teammate down in the goal square, but Victor Harbour now get the ball out, and this should be a goal, and it is. It's gone straight through to Daniel Maher, and that is his second, and it's 17. 17 goals 8 now, McLaren. 8 goals 8 Victor, and it's raining goals for McLaren lately.
Par's Famous Fish Cafe is renowned for their delicious fish plates, seafood platters and tasty hamburgers. Let local owners Tim and Lisa, along with their friendly staff, welcome you to this iconic cafe in beautiful Encounter Bay. You can choose to dine in or enjoy al fresco dining with world-class ocean views, as well as a large takeaway menu. We cater for group bookings and provide regular live entertainment. Relax on our comfortable leather lounges and marvel at the impressive collection of auto memorabilia. Par's Famous Fish Cafe, a must-see for locals and visitors alike. 61 Franklin Parade, Encounter Bay. For bookings, phone 088 1055.
Last quarter and 7 goals kicked.
Ball back in the middle of the ground, tapped down by Victor, comes out to, gets a handball over the top there. Here's Goodison for McLaren. He goes out wide over the head of an opponent. Barillo first to the ball there for Victor, and he's breaks a tackle but can't pick the ball up, and the ball beats him over the boundary line, and we'll have a ball in right in front of the club rooms, the old club rooms for Victor Harbour, soon to be demolished of some sort.
Front of it at least demolished anyway.
And the ball's thrown back in. McKay for Victor gets it tapped down to Connors. Connors is wrapped up in a tackle, manages, oh no, he didn't squeeze a handball out. He's being penalised for holding the ball. And there's a couple of blokes having a bit of a wrestle in front of it. And there's a couple of Bantam Roosters over there. Anyway, it's kicked down long, looking for, and that's almost a mark to McKay, I think that was from Victor, but comes down and players wrapped up.
As soon as you talk about no throw up, we have a couple.
And we'll have a ball up in front of the new Victor Harbour Club rooms. And ball gets handballed out there by a Victor player. I can hardly even see the ball at the moment. It's got that dark over the other side of the ground. And the ball comes out, I think that's Barillo tackling the McLaren player. And we'll have another ball up. And that looks to be a pretty good complex, the new Victor Harbour.
It's going to be a big one, Ian, and it's well on its way. All the brickwork's up, or in the front of it anyway. It's not far before the timber work will all be finished, and the cladding will probably all go up. Anyway, Wichter's got hold of the ball. The umpire says the
free kick to McLaren.
Free kick again to McLaren, and McLaren will get the ball down into their forward line. Umpire calls play on, taking too long to get rid of it. Down it goes to the forward line out there, and the mark has been taken over the far side by Hartshorn. He hasn't been their worst player today either, so Hartshorn's got it. He kicks it down, this will be hugging the boundary line, off hands it goes, and across the line it goes, and another throw in by the boundary umpire in front of the old club rooms this time.
Yeah, well, Hartshorn's probably Victor Harbour's best player, I'd say, today.
Yeah, he's... Again, Ross has had a few kicks, Alloway's had some as well, but Hartshorn, he hasn't kicked the goals, but he hasn't had to anyway. There's a free kick being paid down there for holding the ball, and Victor will get the advantage of the free kick here.
It's Les Wheater, I reckon this is. He was going to handball it to a teammate, but he's called to play on. Kicks in, looking for Alloway, but bounces in front of him. And this is Connors has streamed through, straight over the top to Ross, and Ross is going to kick his second goal. And just continues to rain goals in this last quarter here at the Victor Harbour Oval. That's Victor Harbour's 9th. They go to 9-8, but still trailing McLaren, who are 17-8.
Hi, it's Jamie here, manager at Telstra Store Victor Harbour. If you need help with the NBN, pop by for a chat. Our team of experts can help answer all your questions. And don't worry, we won't load you up with confusing manuals or tech jargon. It's just a face-to-face chat with one of the team to help get your NBN service up and running in no time. And then that's the public service. So pop by the Telstra Store Victor Harbour today.
And the ball back in the centre. Thrown up by the umpire. McLaren jumps high, pushes the ball down. They should get the ball out of the centre. They do. Here goes the running players down there through Tom Finnerty. Kicks it up, and almost another mark taken in within scoring distance. Picked up by McLaren. They kick it in. And coming out there from the back line from Victor Harbour, they'll spoil the party down there for a short time anyways. The ball comes in short. Taken down there by Victor through Michael Durbridge. Durbridge finds his teammate in the middle of the ground there in Wheater. Wheater looks up, and he might have been trying to kick it to his brother out there. Or was it Barillo? It's hard to tell out there with the smaller players, and the umpire has paid a free kick out there to, here he did, he give it out there to Leslie Wheater. And down the ground they'll go with it. There's Victor, and looks like the players are right out in front of the coach's box out there, and we are a long, long way away from them out there, and the umpire's waving his arms around out there. And what's he done, Ian?
That's a ball up.
Ball up.
Comes down to McKay from Victor. He goes long looking for Alloway. Alloway gets the second bite, can't grab hold of it. Wheater goes to pick it up. He's looked like he'd been grabbed high, but hard to tell from here. Comes across there to another Victor player, back to Alloway. Alloway handballs across, comes, and it's a simple mark in the end to the McLaren defender. And it looks like Smith, I think it is, across to, I reckon that's Oliver Dowling, comes across to Goodison. He comes out wide looking for Zohar, and Zohar takes a chest mark. He'll go further up the line, looking for Hansen. Hansen takes the mark. He goes short again, and that time it's Dowling. And he handballs across to Finnerty. He comes in, but big mark taken by McKay from Victor. He comes across and here's a chance for Basham from Victor if he picks this up, but he's got Lockie Matthews hot on his hammer, well tackled, picks it up, Hanson picks it up, comes back to Fennerty. He goes over the top to...
Oh, did he put him in trouble? To
Dunlop, manages to break a tackle, comes across to Marr, comes to Dowling. He dropped it. Then it comes to Marr, who gets well tackled, drops it. Ball's on the ground, in dispute, trapped underneath, and we're going to have another ball up.
I think at the end he said, for God's sake, throw it up, didn't he?
I think he did. Comes down to Marr from McLaren. He gets a handball out to Dunlop. He goes backwards looking for Vanderloo. He'll get onto his left boot and come up the line looking for Hanson, and Hanson takes a strong mark out in front of his opponent. And now he'll go long looking for Mutton. And Mutton goes up with one hand, can't grab hold of the mark, but Lockie Matthews picks the ball up, gets it forward, looking for Ellis, I think that was, or Bradwell. Bradwell gets it across, and he may have hurt himself in that little exchange. And the kick comes out from McLaren and goes across the face of goal for a solitary point. And the player's still down there, I reckon it's Bradwell.
Bradwell, yeah.
Probably the best player on the ground, nearly.
Anyway, that's a point there. 17 goals, 9 to McLaren. And 9 goals, 8 to Victor Harbour. Kick in now, it's been marked by Victor. He just gets a little hand pass away, they kick it down the ground, down it goes. And the ball will be picked up here, and the player from Victor, he really couldn't get rid of it, but it was probably a good tackle anyway.
It was a good tackle.
Yeah. Almost holding the ball, wasn't it?
Almost holding the ball.
Umpire throws it up.
Hanson gets a big punch away from McLaren. And it comes down. Goodison will run onto it for Victor and Connors. A couple of the speedsters. Gets it over his head somehow. Clifford Wheatree gets a little handball out. Comes to Bollenhagen. He gets I think a kick was smothered off the boot.
We'd have heard a touch.
And McKay just gets his boot to the ball. Back to Goodison, over to Marr. Marr goes into the middle with a shocking kick. Being picked up here by Victor. And that player is Jonah Mager. And he goes down. Victor player tries to pick the ball up, comes across to Alloway. He tries to break a tackle, gets a good handball over the top, and that's Les Wheatree has put through a goal for Victor. So that'll be puts them into double figures. Victor 10 goal 8, still trailing McLaren, who are 17 goals 9.
Why should I advertise on Happy FM? Well, for starters, nowadays radio is heard everywhere. In cars, in the home, in the workplace, even on the internet and mobile phones.
My customers are always coming in and telling me that they hear us on Happy FM.
Why should I advertise on Happy FM? Because local radio works. Be smart. Contact Happy FM today.
And anyway, it doesn't matter. That's umpire throws the ball up again in the centre of the ground. Breaking out the centre then was McLaren, down to the half forward line it goes. Players are a little bit quicker, aren't they, the players from McLaren at the moment. Victor still got a bit in them now. The ball will go down the ground. It does with us. Almost a good mark taken down there by, that is LJ Connors. Down it goes again, then coming out the sturdy hands there of Alloway. So Alloway will have a shot in, and he's got his teammate down there. And this is just rain goals, isn't it, in the second half?
Well, we've had 9 goals so far in the last quarter.
And Ross will come in now to put through goal number 3, and he should, because he's not that far out. Taking his time. Straight out in front, about 25 metres, straight out in front. Should be able to put this one through for goal number 3. Comes in, puts the ball on the boot. The goal umpire comes in, puts his 2 hands up, and that is goal number 18. 18 goals 9. McLaren to... No, hang on, to put that up to McLaren then. So 17 goals 9 to 11 goals 8 by Victor Harbour.
Hamper Warehouse creates stunning gourmet hampers with quality products sourced from the Adelaide Hills and across the Fleurieu Peninsula. You have a choice of 5 gourmet hampers which can be varied to suit. Ideal as a personal gift for family and friends or special occasions, or to show someone that you care. Want to make an impression on your clients? We can deliver a personalised corporate hamper complete with your company colours and branding. Give a gift that says you care. Give a gourmet hamper from Hamper Warehouse. Phone 0417 804 931. Email or order online at hamperwarehouse.com.au.
Been 10 goals in the last quarter. Laurie gets the tap down, but to no one. It comes out to, that's Ross from Victor. He handles across to a teammate in Bartram. That was a good mark there taken by McLaren.
Was it Matthews? Anyway,
he comes across looking for Hanson. He can't get a second grab on the ball, but he's going to get a free kick for over the shoulder. And that's the siren to end the last quarter. So she's all over here at the Victor Harbour Oval with McLaren 37-point winners over Victor Harbour.
So it's 11-8 to Victor Harbour, 17 goals, 9 McLaren is the final score. And you've got the goal kickers area.
I've got the goal kickers for McLaren. Jordan Mutton kicked 6. Christopher Bradwell kicked 4. 2 to Daniel Marr and Joel Vanderlua, and singles to Brett Ellis and Oliver Dowling. Whilst for Victor Harbour, put a bit of respectability to their goal kickers in the last quarter. 3 each to Alloway and Ross, and singles to Les Wheatra, Steve Fairhurst, Ryan Fletcher, Brad Barillo and LJ Connors.
The teammate down in the goal square, but for Victor Harbour now get the ball out, and this should be a goal, and it is. It's gone straight through
Bartram. That'll be great mark. And that's Les Wheatra, kick to a goal for Victor. Here to another player,
and he boots another goal.
This has been a presentation from Victor Harbour's 90.1 Happy FM.